And we're live. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining our regularly scheduled Court of Common Council meeting for today, October 12th, 2021. My name is Councilman TJ Clark. I serve as the majority leader, and I will be presiding over our city council meeting tonight. We are broadcasting live on Comcast channel 96, as well as Frontier 66092, and as well as on all of Hartford Public Access TV's social media site and their website. We are here with my esteemed colleagues, Councilman James Sanchez, Councilwoman Shirley Surgeon, Councilwoman Marilyn Rossetti, Councilman John Gale, and that is all that we have here today. And so with no other business to discuss right now, Mr. Clerk, can you please call the roll?
Councilwoman Bermudez. Councilman Clark.
Here.
Councilman Gale.
Here.
Councilman LeBron. Councilman Mitchum. Councilwoman Rosado. Councilwoman Rossetti.
Here.
Councilman Sanchez.
Present.
Councilwoman Surgeon.
Here.
You have a quorum.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. And now our city clerk will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. Councilman Sanchez, you have the floor.
Thank you, and good evening, everyone. And through you, Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to approve the minutes of September 27, 2021's meeting.
Second.
The motion is made by Councilman Sanchez and it's been seconded by Councilman Gale. Any discussions? Any discussions? Hearing none. Mr. Clerk, can you please call the roll?
Councilman Clark.
Yes.
Councilman Gale.
Yes.
Councilwoman Rossetti. Councilwoman Rossetti.
Yes.
Councilman Sanchez.
Yes.
Councilwoman Surgeon.
Yes.
Motion passed.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. Councilman Sanchez, you have the floor.
Yes, I'd like to, through you, Council President, I'd like to make a motion to refer the following items: 3.1, 3.2 to the Operation Management and Budget and Government Accountability Committee, and to the Planning and Zoning Commission. The public hearing will be held on Monday, October 18th, 2021. Item number 3.8 to the Operation Management, Budget and Government Accountability Committee. Now, before I continue, I will read out what those items are. 3.1 and 3.2. Go back here. Is Mayor Bronin with accompanying resolution authorizing the mayor, subject to review and approval of a term sheet for the project.
Councilman.
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry, I just have to interject a point of order. We actually went out of order on our agenda. So if you could just withdraw your motion, and so that we can begin with the consent items on the consent calendar.
I withdraw my motion for the referrals.
Thank you. Any objection? Seeing none. All right, Councilman, you may call the order for consent item. Go ahead, Councilman Sanchez.
Okay, so just for clarification, I will repeat my motion to put the following items on the consent calendar. Is that correct?
Yes. The
Okay.
chair will entertain a motion for consent calendar items.
Okay, so the consent item are 3.1, and I will read those.
No, sir. No, sorry. On the list, the consent calendar starts with 3.3.
My apologies.
That's okay.
So the items are 3.3, 3.4, 3.5, 4.2, 4.3, 4.4, 4.5, 4.6, 4.7, 4.8, and 5.1.
Second.
The motion has been made and properly second on consent calendar items that were called. Any discussion on the consent calendar items? Any discussion? Hearing none. Mr. Clerk, can you please call the roll?
Councilman Clark,
Yes.
Councilman Gale,
Yes.
Councilwoman Rossetti,
Yes.
Councilman Sanchez,
Yes.
Councilman Surgeon.
Yes.
Motion passed.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. Councilman Sanchez, now on the referral items.
Okay, thank you. And through you, Council President, I'd like to refer the following items, make a motion to refer the following items, 3.1 and 3.2 to the Operation Management, Budget, and Government Accountability Committee and to the Planning and Zoning Commission for public hearing Monday, October 18th, 2021.
Second.
Motion has been made and properly second to refer items 3.1 and 3.2. But I'm not necessarily sure we should just do separate motions. You can continue on the rest of the referral items.
Okay, so I just want to clarify that 3.1 is a resolution by Mayor Bronin with authorizing the mayor, subject to review and approval of a term sheet for the project, to enter into a purchase and sales agreement and ground lease with the development team of Wonder Works Construction Corporation of 275 Pearl Street. The 3.2 is Mayor Bronin with a company resolution authorizing the mayor, subject to review and approval of a term sheet for the project, to enter into a development agreement and ground lease with the development team of Wonder Works Construction Corp. Of 525 Main Street and lease/sale for 17 and 21 Wells Street.
You can continue with the rest of the referral items. We can take them all at one time.
Thank you. I'd like to make a motion to refer the following item of 3.8 to the Operation Management, Budget, and Government Accountability Committee. And 3.8 is Mayor Bronin with a company resolution authorizing to make the following transfers from the uncommitted fiscal year 2021 budget surplus for the Board of Education. I'd like to make a motion. I'm just going to continue on with the motion. Is that fine, Council President?
That's fine. You don't have to continue to make a motion. You can just continue on reading the referral items.
Right. Okay. The following items are 3.9 and 7.2 to the Planning, Economic Development, and Housing Committee. Those items are 3.9, Mayor Bronin with a company resolution confirming the appointment of Luz Calderon to the Housing Authority. And scroll down. And resolution authorizing the creation and implementation of a South Meadows Area Redevelopment Task Force, SMART. Following item 3.10 and 7.1 to the Health and Human Service Committee. 3.10 is Mayor's Bronin with a company resolution authorizing and empowered to enter into a memorandum of understanding, the MOU, with Hartford Healthcare. Just scrolling down here. And resolution that urges the Department of Health and Human Services, the Department of Public Works, and other departments in using existing completed research of 753.7 nm UV-C lighting for an added extra level of disinfection. And we'll continue with the item 3.7 to the Committee of the Whole. that item Mayor Bronin with accompanying resolution confirming the appointment of Claim Kelly as the first troubadour of the City of Hartford and Leil Marie Saez as the first flow artist of the City of Hartford. And that completes that motion.
I'll second it.
All right, the motion has been made and properly second on all the referral items that were read by Councilman Sanchez. Any discussion on these referral items? And just want to make a point of clarification, items 3.1 and 3.2 is going to planning and zoning because of the fact that it requires an 824 review per Connecticut general statutes. Any discussion on the matter? Seeing none, Mr. Clerk, can you please call the roll?
Councilman Clark,
Yes.
Councilman Gale,
Yes.
Councilman Mitchell,
Yes.
Councilwoman Rosado. I'm sorry, Councilwoman Rossetti,
Yes.
Councilman Sanchez,
Yes.
Councilwoman Surgeon.
Yes.
Motion passed.
Thank you. Councilman Mitchell, good to see you. Councilman Sanchez, you have the floor.
Yes, and through you, Council President, I'd like to make a motion to postpone the following item until October 25, 2021, and those are 4.1 and 6.1.
Second.
The motion has been made and properly second to postpone items 4.1 and 6.1. Any discussions? Any discussions? Hearing none, Mr. Clerk, can you please call the roll?
Councilman Clark,
Yes.
Councilman Gale,
Yes.
Councilman Mitchell,
Yes.
Councilwoman Rossetti,
Yes.
Councilman Sanchez,
Yes.
Councilwoman Surgeon.
Yes.
Motion passed.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. Councilman Sanchez, you have the floor.
Yes, I'd like to make a motion to enter into executive session for the item of 3.6, which is Mayor Bronin with company resolution approving settlement of the Tammy Kenny et al. Versus City Hartford.
Second.
Motion has been made and properly second to enter into executive session. Any discussions? Hearing none, Mr. Clerk, can you please call the roll?
Councilman Clark,
Yes.
Councilman Gale,
Yes.
Councilman Mitchell,
Yes.
Councilwoman Rossetti,
Yes.
Councilman Sanchez,
Yes.
Councilwoman Surgeon.
Yes.
Motion passed.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. For those that are viewing council meeting, the council will now enter to an executive session. You can feel free to stay on until we get done, but now the council will stand at ease as we enter into executive session.
You, Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to reconvene from executive session.
Second.
Motion has been made and properly second. Any discussion? Hearing none, Mr. Clerk, can you please call the roll?
Councilman Clark,
Yes.
Councilman Gale,
Yes.
Councilman Mitchell,
Yes.
Councilwoman Rossetti,
Yes.
Councilman Sanchez,
Yes.
Councilwoman Surgeon.
Yes.
Motion passed.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. Councilman Sanchez.
Yes, I'd like to make a motion to place on action item 3.6.
Second.
Motion has been made and properly second to take action on the settlement offer of 3.6, which was in executive session. Any discussion? Any discussion? Seeing none, Mr. Clerk, can you please call the roll?
Councilman Clark,
Yes.
Councilman Gale,
Yes.
Councilman Mitchell,
Yes.
Councilwoman Rossetti,
Yes.
Councilman Sanchez,
Yes.
Councilwoman Surgeon.
Yes.
Motion passed.
All right. Thank you very much. Seeing that we have no other business to discuss, this council meeting is now adjourned. Thank you very much for tuning in. We wish you a farewell. Please continue to stay safe, stay healthy, get tested, get vaccinated if you choose to, and we'll see you next time. Have a good evening.
Good night.
Good night.
Night.
Good night.